Hi, this is Geshe Michael Roach. We've been talking about how difficult it is to be yourself. And, you know, everything you are is decided by what other people think of you, especially at our job. I don't know about you, but in a normal job in New York City, your boss will call you every 6 months and give you performance review, and they can be very big trauma for me. I have an idea of who I am. I try to be confident. I feel good about myself. And then I go to this performance review by my boss, and they start to tell me how bad I am. And I don't know about you, but it's very difficult for me not to believe them. And if people criticize me or my boss says I'm lazy, I start to feel lazy, okay? So we've been trying to solve this problem that we all have, that we don't have the inner strength or confidence to be who we are because we are used to listening to the people around us. And I'd like to switch it from the office. Now, this picture you see next, every day, every hour at home is a performance review. Okay, so yeah, in the business, your boss, your manager can give you tough performance reviews. But at home, I don't care you're a man or a woman or doesn't matter. When you're at home with your family, you are getting judged every minute, 24 hours a day. It's like a performance review that never ends. So it's almost more difficult to be who you are at home than it is to be who you are at work. You almost lose your confidence more easily at home if other members of your family start to put a story on you, or you're lazy, or you're addicted to this, or you have this problem. And then you start listening to them and you start believing them. And then you lose your confidence. You lose your self-esteem. You start to believe the story that other people write about you. So how can we change this problem? We talked about it in the office already. How can we change it at home? And the other problem about these reviews that you get at home is no rules. Okay, what's that mean? In the business, your boss who writes the performance review, they're supposed to write something true. And if they write something false or they say something false about you, I don't know, in this country, you can go to the court, you can go and you can complain legally that this guy is making stories about me which are not true. He's jealous of me, or he doesn't want to pay me, and he's making a story about me which is not me. And there's rules in the business what you can say and what you cannot say. But when you get home, there's no rules, okay? Right? No rules. There's no rules about the performance review that you get from your family. It doesn't have to be true, and they don't have to prove it. And then slowly, if you get negative review from your family, you start to believe it, okay? You actually start to believe it. And many of us who have sort of a happy work life, sometimes we don't want to go home. I had many employees in my company in New York. They tell me, I say, look, you don't have to work overtime today. We don't have so much work. And they say, please let me stay. I say, what? They say, let us stay in the evening. We don't want to go home. I said, well, why you don't want to go home? They said, it's easy to be here. It's difficult to be home. Everyone's criticized me. Everyone says things about me. Here I can be a strong person. In that work, I can have confidence in myself. And people judge me according to rules. But when I get home, there's no rules. What people say about me, they can say anything. And if, maybe it's not true, but I start to believe it. You see, that's our problem. We start to believe what other people say. And then that becomes the story of who we are. And then we lose our confidence. And once you lose your confidence, it's very, very hard to get it back. So what can we do about it? Here's the old method, okay? And I feel like that. Sometimes if my wife criticizes me, I want to get on my knees and I want to beg her. In English, we say, get on my knees and beg her. Oh, please don't think of me like that. Please don't say things about me like that. It's not me. I'm not like that. Please, please don't do that. You know, we can say to our family members, you are criticizing me at home. I'm losing my confidence. You know, I feel like I cannot be a real person at home. And we can beg them, oh, please don't do that. You know, please support me. Please make me feel confident, okay? And in my experience, I don't know about your experience, this doesn't work. This method doesn't work, okay? To get on your knees and beg for some good words from your wife or your husband, okay? It doesn't work. Okay, so Gesla, do you have a better system? Next picture. Yeah, this guy looks like Brad Pitt. I don't know, some handsome guy. And there's another problem in the family life, is that your self-esteem is difficult to hold because your wife or your husband expect you to act like a movie star. You know, you're supposed to, you know, wear sunglasses. You should wear sunglasses like this, Gisela. And you should wear your hair like this. You should grow this beard, you know. Wait, well, how come you don't wear nice clothes? Look, Brad Pitt wears nice clothes, you know. And I don't know, if you're a woman, it's even worse, you know. Your husband goes to see the movie and he comes home and he says, why you don't look like Angela Jolie? Angela Jolie, you know, you should look like her. And you're like, but that's not me. Me is here, you know. I look like this, you know. And it's difficult to be happy about your appearance and who you are when in your own family, people are checking you constantly and comparing you to movie stars and things like that. It feels unfair. And then we start to feel unhappy. You know, oh, I'm a bad person. Why? I don't look like Brad Pitt. I don't even have George Clooney's sunglasses. You know, I'm just a regular person, you know. And we start to believe the story that the other people in our family tell about us. What to do about it? And I call this the magical question, okay? You can see it in the next picture. Here's the magical question, all right? And we're going to talk more about it in the main event when in great detail on the 4th day of this free program. We'll talk deeper about seeds, okay? But I can give you one method that you can start using at home right away, okay? If people at home are judging you, if people at home are making demands that you should look a certain way or you should act a certain way, or they expect you to be something you're not, okay? Then there's one extremely powerful method, okay? There's a deep way that reality works, okay? There's a deeper way that reality works. If you understand it, then you can plant seeds into the world and the world will change, okay? One of the most powerful seeds is to see, am I doing the same thing to other people, okay? So when my husband thinks I should look like a movie star, I should, you know, be very thin but have a big chest, and I should wear a fancy miniskirt all day at home. Or your wife says, so why you don't look like Brad Pitt? You should dress like Brad Pitt, you know, like that. The way you can change reality, the way you can change your seeds, without any fighting, you don't have to talk to anybody, is to check, just think, am I doing this to somebody else? Am I hurting somebody else's confidence? Am I pushing another person to be what I want and not what they want? Am I trying to push someone to be somebody that they are not? And check in your own life, are you doing this to somebody? In this picture, I don't know, I am imagining the mom is telling the little girl, now you have to do like this in the school, and you have to dress like this, and you must make all top grades in the school. She's pushing the child to be who she wants. And the minute you think, am I doing this to somebody else? It will change how people do it to you, okay? It's very interesting, okay? The reality works like that. Anything that someone's doing to you, it's coming from something you're doing to somebody else. So check in your life. See if you're making demands on another person to be who you want them to be and not who they want to be. And suddenly, your confidence will come back and you will have this inner strength and this feeling inside of yourself that you're a good person, you're a strong person, and you're helping the world. Okay, see you in the next little video.